Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got G Herbo with some good news. The Rolling Stones starting trouble. Quavo telling the blogger to pull up then. Lord Jamar on DJ Vlad and Kanye on Birdman and Master P. Hey yo, lots to cover for today. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. If this is your first time to the channel, we appreciate you coming through. If you're back to the channel, I completely understand. I'm back too. Now, what up to the notification gang in the cut? If you haven't already, make sure you touch that notification bell so you can be first in line for when the heat drops. Hey yo, shout out to the ladies in the comment section. Yo, we definitely appreciate y'all perspective and the intelligence that you bring to the table. Now, first on deck, we're gonna start you off with some good news for today, but don't get used to it though, alright? Just take it as a pleasant surprise. Your boy G Herbo, okay? That's right, I finally pronounced it with an H this time. Your boy G Herbo grew up in Chicago and put his time in at Overton Elementary School. But you know how it is, right? Folks don't want you to have nice things, so they closed the school down in 2013. Now G Herbo is not trying to let the memory of the school fade into oblivion. So your boy put his money where his mouth is. He went to the bank, picked up a bag big enough to buy the building and convert it into a community center. Respect. Yo, your boy even took pictures interacting with members of the community and spending time with the youth within that community. Now, your boy has been joined, right, by other heavyweights such as Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, and Joey Purp, to name a few. Okay? They pulled off a march through the South Side, handing out over 2,000 backpacks filled with school supplies. They also set up tents for free COVID-19 and HIV testing, as well as voter registration sections. Yes, your boy stated the following. He said, quote, "This is just about being able to lead by example for the next generation. We're really just trying to change the narrative and lead by example and show the next generation that they could do what we're doing and even greater. We're not saying we're going to see drastic change tomorrow, but if we keep this up, there's limitless opportunities and it's limitless where we can go." Close quote. Yo, COVID-19 testing, HIV testing, voter registration. Yo, that is what is up. Yo, this is how you make a proper impact with your influence on the culture. Respect. Yo, flowers for the living, man. Oh yeah. I was watching Celebs Source yesterday, right? Yeah, I tune in and crack jokes on the host. And would you believe it? A commercial came on. I was shocked just like you, right? Now, yeah, I don't have YouTube Premium, okay? But I'll make it through. I'll survive. Anyway, the commercial told me that George Floyd's name was going to be on a ballot and told me to vote for justice or something like that. I'm just throwing this out here, man. Yo, don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. Now, they know we love George, and they want to pull your vote away from the other candidate so that their candidate wins. Man, get out there and vote against what's his name. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Here come Rolling Stones, trying to start trouble. Top female artist, hands down, no question, in my book, is Lauryn Hill, period, hard stop. I mean, it is what it is, man. You don't like it? Fight me. Once again, you can't. I'm just a disembodied voice. Now, Rolling Stones came through and decided to muscle their way into the public eye by stating that Lauryn Hill's Miseducation album is the best rap album of all time. You see what they did there? Now, they're going to try to make me speak against my own best female artist of all time. It's clear that one dude came up with that list. It wasn't a team, bruh. The album is a mix, right? With like 60% of it singing, R&B, and the rest of it rap. So the best rap album, according to Rolling Stones, is one where there's 40% rap. I thought you were reputable, man. Look, I ain't taking nothing away from Lauryn, right? Except the top spot of all rap albums. Again, I don't think anyone can see her in this day and age, and maybe even back then too. I mean, she has self-respect, deep content in her lyrics, beautiful, could sing. I mean, you see what I'm saying? She might have kept you waiting at a concert, right? But, I mean, I'm talking about her as an artist, okay? Now, to put it in perspective, from 5 to 1, right? Like their top 5, top 4, top 3, this is how their list went, okay? Biggie was number 5, Ready to Die. Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, 4. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Over late registration? Now, I know these folks is Public Enemy's It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. And in the top spot, they had Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Look, I love Lauryn, so I'll jump straight to the social media thoughts on the Rolling Stones' selection. Now, one person came through in the comments and stated, quote, "Slandering miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a new type of wild we've gotten to with music discourse on here." Another person came through by the name of Bassy World, and they stated, "I love Miss Lauryn Hill. God knows I do. How and ever." Now, how about this one, right? From Sade J. Banner. She said, quote, "No, I don't agree. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a great album, but if Rolling Stones truly knew anything about rap albums at all, this conclusion would never have been reached." I know, close quote. It's like they tried to troll all of us simultaneously. Now, Black Zadek stated, quote, "The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a classic. Only a lazy journalist or a low-key rap hater would call it the best rap/hip-hop album of all times, though. No, absolutely not." Close quote. Yo, this is the time, right, when we need Megan Thee Stallion's Icy Rings for what Rolling Stones tried to make us do to Lauryn. Hip-hop blogger DJ Academics clowns in the comment section like, oh, here he go talking about himself. No. Blogger DJ Academics appears to have gotten on Quavo's bad side when he provided his thoughts on the Migos and their current street, essence. Listen.
The Migos are absolutely on the clock. They were the hottest group, let's just call them artists, hottest artists on earth. After Bad and Bougie, after a really successful run of really great singles, then at that point, they started licensing and selling the cool to everybody else.
He says, with the Migos, they were a street rap group. We're used to these mother effers in the bandos. All of a sudden, these ninjas, they're already in Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills. I mean, isn't that what happens with, like, most of the artists? It's like the formula. They all start out gritty, right, and raw. Then it turns into, they turn a little Hollywood. See what I'm saying? Anyway, he continues. He says, they look like they lost their street presence, their street essence. Hip-hop, we're talking about a lifestyle. So when the lifestyle no longer matches what you're putting out in content, you lose your way. I guess that's like me in my 40s talking about my high school years. I think 50 put it best. I rap what they want to hear, but don't get it twisted, right? Everyone from Queens all the way out knows that 50 is a certified goon. Anyway, AK said, we're seeing Quavo. He looks super happy in love. The music isn't even matching what he has going on, close quote. I mean, if it matched, right? The artist will be broke. I mean, hit me, I'm suing. Kill me, you're hiding. You get people to do the dirty work, you got to deal with folks leaking information. It's all too risky, AK. Come on. Now, upon saying this, right? Quavo came through in the comments. Yes, he did. And he responded to AK. He stated, quote, pull up and chop it up like a man. I promise I ain't gonna hit you. Just won't play you these new Migos records since you think it's sweet. And stop bashing my girl. She a female. But if I tell her to go in your ish, she would. So watch the trash word, internet girl. Close quote. Now, AK did respond by saying, yo, set it up then. But he quickly followed that post with, by the way, I love Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. I critique for them to elevate, certainly not to hate. Been a fan of them for a long time. Being a fan, though, is sometimes challenging the artists you love. Close quote. Okay, so he explained himself. Now, let's see if Quavo runs down to the bando and starts shooting dice and serving fiends like the good old days. I mean, I thought we were supposed to be moving forward. Anyway, Black has been mistreated. And as far as I remember, the 8th Amendment of the highest law of the land, the Constitution, states that there should be no cruel and unusual punishment. Your boy stated that in a Kentucky prison, he was experiencing mental abuse, physical assault, and religious restrictions. Now, he has taken legal action against the Federal Bureau of Prisons, along with the warden of Big Sandy Maximum Prison, for having his rights violated. Now, he's been there since October 2019. It's stated, quote, Big Sandy guards put a gang beating on him shortly after he arrived, allegedly as retaliation for the injured Miami prison guard. Now, he claims the guards flicked his testicles during the beatdown. I mean, I thought a beatdown was frantic. Then somebody weaseled their way in there and adjusted their thing and flicked the nuts. Anyway, since then, the rapper claims he routinely is punished and mistreated for no legitimate law enforcement reason, including being placed by guards in a backless paper gown on a 4-point restraint for more than 6 hours with no access to a bathroom. Now, according to the docs, this has forced Kodak to urinate and defecate on himself while the guards make jokes. He claims medical records show that this treatment also resulted in his mouth bleeding, lacerations, and vomiting. Close quote. Now, a post that went out from his Instagram account states, quote, "We just heard from fellow inmates at Max Penitentiary, Big Sandy, Kentucky, in regards to Kodak Black treatment. He couldn't call himself as he is not allowed phone or visitation for 6 months as punishment for the incident in Miami, even though that has been the case since September. They refused to give him credit for that time. Friday night, he was badly beaten while in cuffs by 7 guards at Big Sandy, Kentucky. They struck him in the head repeatedly with a metal object. Then, after one of the guards flicked his genitals and said, 'You're not so gangster now. You're gonna need bigger balls to survive.' We have notified his counsel, and he advised he will be asking for a full investigation and the FBI." Incredible. Now, you may have heard that Lord Jamar of the legendary rap group, the Brand Nubians, has not only contributed to the hip-hop masterpiece One for All, but the artist has made countless HBO appearances and is, or was, a regular on Vlad TV. Now, Vlad has been called everything from a culture vulture to the feds, and I only know about Vlad from the Lord Jamar interviews, which I wonder if I could still find. I mean, it was classic content. Nevertheless, Vlad made some comments about Minister Farrakhan, and artists left and right have been canceling Vlad as a result. Now, Lord Jamar has not only canceled Vlad, but has voiced that other artists joined the cause, stating, "Yes, it's official. Comedian Godfrey and myself will no longer be effing with Vlad TV for not apologizing to Farrakhan after misquoting him, as well as believing that black people can't affect his bottom line. Let's show him that we made him, and now we will break him. Hashtag on code, hashtag boycott Vlad TV, hashtag culture vulture, hashtag stand with Farrakhan, hashtag black power. Unsubscribe from Vlad TV." Close quote. Yo, I just knew it was gonna come to this. Yo, let me check and see if I could find Lord Jamar right now. Yeah. What do you know? It's still there. And finally, Kanye has recently hit us with his thoughts for a recording contract which is favorable towards the artists and disadvantageous towards record companies. Your boy provided a conceptual 7-point guideline designed to help artists get the most bang for their buck off of their material. Now, Kanye went to Twitter. Look at you holding on to the sides of your seat. Your boy went to Twitter and stated, quote, I've been trying to connect to, here come the reading disability. I've been trying to connect with Master P and Baby. I've always felt they understood how to be independent, close quote. Now, the two have not responded, but this will be fascinating. And considering that Master P is always talking about owning your own and building amongst ourselves, I'm super curious to see not only what Kanye wants with the two gentlemen, but how can this play out for everyone else, artists. Whatever happens could be historic in the music industry. If it is, just remember where you heard it from. And let us know what you think. If artists start off gritty, then change their lifestyle, should their lyrics reflect that change? And the greatest female rapper of all times, who would you classify as that? Let us know what you think. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.